In progress.
Hi, welcome to my Web University free educational videos. My name is Wahid Lutfi, and I'm going to just be your host. And this one basically teaching you or mentoring or just describing some of the modules in Python. So in this case, I'm going to discuss the request module or library of Python. So you're welcome to come on my Web University free education videos, join us on this channel and then watch the videos and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I do is I'm going to cover a lot of these examples here. So let me just open a command prompt here on my Windows machine. I'm going to go through some of the Python classes or topics that I'm going to cover on Windows platform, Linux platform, as well as browser side on Colab for collaboration.research.google.com. And at this time, I'm covering the request module on Windows platform. As you can see, Microsoft Windows is version 10 is running on this system. So let me maximize this window. So all we have to see is this one. At this time, I need to know if the module or the library that I have I want to work on, is that installed or not yet. So is it part of the standard or not? I have to check on all of that one. The command that I would be using is either PIP or PIP3. Both of them are just the same kind of package installation or package index for Python, and that is going to search for the list of packages that are currently installed on this machine. If I just do a PIP3 list, it will just basically list all the packages that are currently installed on this machine. As you can see, the list was huge, so I have to do a pipe more in order to go through the list here. And then as you know, for example, the standard libraries are there already, but some packages like request, for example, request is not part of the standard. You have to install it. So if I just clear my screen again and do the same command here, and instead of pipe more, I can do a find string, and I could just say requests, and then search for that string, and then this is gonna find the string when it shows the version. This find string is a Windows operating system command that you could also type in find. That's equivalent shorter version for it that you're seeing it. So at this time, if I just say, okay, great, I know that it's there. Let me see if PIP3 check on request. If there's any broken pipes or anything, if this is everything is the integrity of this package is good, I can do a check on it. And then it says no broken requirements found. That's good. So then I can change the request to inspect, and then give the name of the package request. And then when I do that one, I'm going to do a pipe more, because this inspect is going to be a lot more information than on shows up on one screen. So as I read it, then I can press the space bar to go to the next. But since I know that this is lines and lines of code there, so I'm going to Control C out of it, and it says operation canceled by user, because I Control C out of it, as you can see here. But in order for me to do more things with PIP3, just dash help would also give me a list of all the PIP3 commands. But again, notice that the list is huge. So in order to do that, when you or your friend pipe more is going to help you to give you one screen at a time. So you get to the list of the PIP3 commands. Notice the usage syntax is followed by the command. The command would be any of these options, and then any of those commands, and then the options or any of those flags that you put after. So, or the name of the Python package that you want to install or uninstall or download or list it or show, and so on. So let's just go through this list just to see the entire list here. I'm going to clear the screen, and I'm going to say PIP3. We did the show, the check. Now I'm going to do the show to see the package itself, requests. You have to type in correctly what the name of the package that is there. Since it's already installed on my system, if I just look at it, the name of the package is a request, and then the version is 2.8.1, and that was revealed also when I did the PIP list, and then find a string, and then type in request here. That is also showing that 2.8. So the show also gave you that details. There's other commands you could also run to get more detail of it with config, download, and everything. And it is looking like sometimes the system gets really busy. It is taking for a while to just display it, but it does show the result. So at this time, I'm going to say PIP3. Assuming that it was not installed, I would say installed and then requests. Since it's already installed, it's going to just tell me that it's already installed. But if it was not installed, then I would just install it using this PIP3 install command. But since it is already installed, it says requirement already satisfied. If you feel like you want to uninstall it, you could do a PIP3 uninstall and then requests. This would be just uninstalling it, but since I didn't give the option of -y for yes, then it's gonna prompt me, which is like, do you really want to uninstall it? Because some other user might be using this module. Why do you want to uninstall a module? So it gives you a reminder, that which is very good. So I this time say, no, I was just doing a demo. I'm not going to uninstall it. So I type in N, and then now it is not installed. So I could still do the find a string matching and making sure that it is on my system. Here you could do say that it is already there. But the real version that you want to inspect it, you could go to Python 3. Let's before we go to Python 3, we could say PIP3 -- version. What version of PIP3 we have, or uppercase -v. Both of them would give you one v dash, not the two dashes. The two dash will give you incorrect when you do -v uppercase. So it says that 3.10. It is up and running in 3.10 here with -- version. So if you do the same thing with Python 3 -- version, that is also for 3.10.5. And then uppercase V with one dash also reveals the same thing. Now, if I go to Python 3, then it's going to drop me to Python 3 interpreter, and this is my command prompt interpreter. At this time, notice that if I do a dir, none of the, except these modules, the _ module, none of the outside libraries are loaded yet. I have not loaded, imported request, for example. So if I say dir of request, because I have not downloaded or imported it, it's not going to say it's name request not found. So in order to use that module, I have to first import it. You could import it, import requests, and then you could import it as something, as like R, for example. And then now dir of requests will give you in the same thing, dir of, oh, I downloaded it as R, so it is not going to be there. If I just say import a request and not give the dir of as R, then it will show. So how you import it is important. How you import is important. So let me clear the screen here. I'm gonna go to Python 3 here again. And this time we did the dir. I'm gonna just say import a request. So now there's a miss spelled. So now import request is imported. So now I type in dir, you can see the request is there. Since it's there, let's just find out what is that library. It is gonna say in Python, if I say print type, I don't have to say print in this example, but it's always good to display it on the screen if you have multiple commands on Colab or a notebook. The last command is going to display the output, but if you use the print, you will see everything. Requests. So I started with one parenthesis 2, and I'm closing it with both. Now it says class modules. So I say, yeah, that's great. It's a module, but let's see the directories of these modules, or what are the methods and then the constant variables and everything. All these methods are like request and put and get, and all of this they're available. So for example, if you say, okay, the request module has a class called request. If I say type of request dot requests is what is that one? Type of request dot request. Did you mean request? I must have typed it somewhere wrong. I'm not gonna double check on that one. Requests dot requests. Oh, the name of the second one is without the S. That's why. So you mean this one? That's a function. So the function, and then if I just do similarly with the get, and then that one is also a function. Similarly with the function, for example, put is also a function. So you could get help on this request module, and then you can just read the entire list. And then, for example, get method is there. There's a lot of good examples, but I'm going to cover a lot of these ones as I go. And I'm going to make shorter videos now, because I think it's one video is too long for just covering everything. So with that in mind, let's just do one more thing on the request, and then end this video. So I'm going to just do a dir of a request and dot get, for example. If you look at that one, dir of request, the typo is always there because of my keyboard. Let me just correct it. Request dot get. And then this one will just give you all the directories here. At the same time, if you just want to help on the requests dot get, then you will just read that get, and it takes an argument, and then the parameters and the keyword arguments, which is a list of lists, or W pointer a list in C, C++, if you call it. At this time, I'm going to exit out of this, and then clear my screen, and then do the one last thing that I think I did that PIP. And so I can also do a PIP, same thing. PIP and PIP3 are the same thing, but PIP is a previous version, and PIP3 is the version for 3 point something. And 3.6 and on, everything was PIP3 or Python 3 there. Okay, I hope you liked it, and I'm going to end this video, and then I'm going to start another video to actually cover examples of PIP3. So be on the lookout for those videos as it come up. Thank you.